In this video, I'm going to share with you guys my top 5 accessories that I personally use as a day trader and as a beginner. You will need these. Let's go ahead and get started. The first item on the list is the monitor. As a day trader, you're going to be looking at your screen for a majority of the day. Therefore, you want to make sure that you have a good monitor. For myself, I actually use 2 monitors. However, if you are just getting started, you don't need 2 monitors. You only need 1. Make sure that your monitor has a fast response time and a fast refresh rate. The next item on the list is a MacBook Pro. Now, any type of laptop will work when it comes to day trading. However, in the future, if you plan on taking the plunge and investing into an Apple product, might as well get started now. So I would recommend getting a MacBook Pro. I personally use the 16-inch. It's a little bit overkill, but I also do video editing and I also have a lot of Chrome tabs open, so it works for me. But if you are just getting started, you can always start with the 13-inch or even the 15-inch. I would say if you really want to get the most out of your investment, go with the 16-inch. Alright, the third item on the list is the desk. This is where you're going to be spending a majority of your time. If you are on a budget, you can always go with a cheaper desk. However, I would not recommend going with a desk that is too cheap because it will affect the quality and the stability of the desk. The fourth item on the list is the mouse. Now, any mouse will work when it comes to day trading. However, I would recommend getting a higher quality mouse because again, you're going to be using it for a majority of the day. The one that I use is the Logitech G502 Hero High Performance Mouse. I've been using it for about 2 years now. I've had 0 issues with it. If you are on a budget, you can always get a cheaper mouse. However, I would not go too cheap because you will be sacrificing quality. The fifth and final item on the list is a journal. Now, when it comes to trading, you want to make sure that you keep track of your trades. What I personally do is I keep track of all my trades in a journal. I write down the date, the entry, the exit, the amount of lots, profits and losses, and then I also write down a small description on how the trade played out. This way, I'm able to look back and see what I did wrong and what I could have done better. Keeping a trading journal is very important, especially if you are a beginner. So these are 5 of the top accessories that I personally use when it comes to day trading. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please leave a like.